Mike the Ref Maloney, Big Bad Boris on the call here tonight.
Let's go! Let's go!
Third! Super Kick Party! Yeah, pay the money for that. No one. And of course, you gotta get the hopping spin. Hello, everybody. Yo, and away we go. Happy Wednesday night from Winnipeg. Usually for Canadians, that's not a good thing because Winnipeg's the home of taxes. But hey, on the bonus side, AEW Wrestling is the biggest thing going on in Winnipeg now since the Jets have decided to flown out of the playoffs. But hello, everybody. Welcome tonight. Jay Quick, good to see you here tonight. Good to see everybody here. We have got a fun show and a lot of anticipation. If you haven't seen this guy right here. Sorry. Oh, it looks like I'm flexing actually, but that's okay. This guy right here, Mr. Omega. He is making an appearance tonight. It's funny if you watch Kenny Omega stream and he wasn't planning on coming out. He wasn't sure, but they already advertised it. So he's like, what the hell? I'm coming anyway. I got a feeling tonight I'm excited ever since Tony Khan said there'll be a Oh! Well, call me an ostrich because my head in the sand was on that one. If they're going to have a GM, my two picks personally, either Kenny Omega, because that would be the obvious one. They don't have to pay an extra salary for it. Could you imagine in Canada, they bring up Scott D'Amore as a GM? Could you imagine Scott D'Amore with all the crap that he had to deal with Anthem and the fact that they just basically say, yeah, you were thinking the same thing, Jay Quick? It's a great idea, personally. But you know what? Before we get going, I know people have been asking, and we're going to have to show them off later in stream here too. But I am wearing the brand new Players gear that I just got in yesterday. So I got the, of course, the green screens decided to take it out there. The Players Club baseball shirt works great. Then the joggers here. Oh, as I'm about to fall over on stream. Got the logo on the inside. The feel is pretty decent. I will say this, for a bigger guy like me, I would have got one size higher. I think I got the large. I should have probably got the XL or even the 2. But some people say, what if it's Danielson? I don't think he's going to try to use an active competitor as a GM. Mainly because why would you use an active competitor who could book himself in the matches? You want to use somebody that isn't wrestling right now. So I think Omega and D'Amore might make the best case. Still say Omega not coming in alone. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me at all if he doesn't have some help coming. There's a lot of people that are getting close to being off the injury list. Unfortunately, there's another one. Yeah, I know. You're thinking Hangman Page here, and Hangman Page was just in the process of turning heel when we heard that. So I don't know exactly where we're going to go with that, right? What do I got here? Oh. All right, here we go, folks. Show is up. Yeah, true enough. The former AEW Tag Team Champions together. Gotta love the neck brace. Gotta love the... Of course, this is how they're going to start. Doesn't Omega have that too then? Oh, great. So this show's going to be absolute hell. Oh, God. You knew like stupidly this was going to happen. But this is just like the NWO takeover in many ways back in 96. At least Excalibur's still here, and Shivati's going to be pissed. Have FTR attack the Bucks? No, because they can fire him right there, right? Because they're in charge. You can't touch him. So, unfortunately, we're sort of stuck. Omega rehire him? Maybe. Already? Well, I guess we're going to hear from the champ first. All these people that complain about not hearing from the champ, they're going to get lots of chances to do that now. Let's get it ready. All right, well, I swerve when I drive. I swerve when I drive. And I got to get around because I got to hear the sound. And they got to get they got to get around because I just can't settle down. And Swerve's going to be on top. And the stream is gonna rock. Hey Jay, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you here tonight. I got that rhyme through eventually, I think. Good to see you here tonight. Who will be the opponent? Could it be Perry? If you got the Bucks in charge, why wouldn't it be Perry? Like, to me, it just makes a little sense you do that. Or could they do Hangman? They could, like, Hangman said that he was never going to never allow Swerve to keep that title. It makes only sense to have Hangman in there at least once against him for the title. And frankly, to have that title title match just set up there, I think Omega will make sure Hangman deals with the Bucks, yeah. I think he's out here to just shut everybody up after the comments have been made all week. Think the Bucks come out and they call Omega or vice versa? No, I think Omega comes out on his own. Ha! Secretly, the GM is Nana. I'll take that. Spicy, spicy. Sort of like the hopes for the Bruins, right? Getting a little spicy right now. Look at that crowd. I saw your comment about Jack Edwards, and I still don't think he should last to the end. Remember on Saturday when I said if Swerve was the fourth guy? Yeah, it makes sense after his promos, right? Blood and Guts. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Just threw a no-hitter. Oh, my goodness. I didn't see that tonight. Let's go, Cameron. No-hitter, 15 strikeouts, and got a home run. Oh, God. Well, look who we got for a challenger now. I heard rumors of this coming up. This actually might make a lot of sense. Fastball 70. Ooh. It's pretty up on the radar there, my friend. So what do you guys think of this? Oh, your arm not feeling good? Well, rest it up. Ice it up or whatever you do to protect your arm. Don't make it so you don't get Tommy John here anytime soon. So, what do you guys think of having Christian Cage as the opponent double or nothing? Like, it's not going to be a bad match. We'll say that. But it's sort of... Is Swerve's dad dead? There was some rumors on Saturday that Christian might be the guy just because he's a solid name you can use for a Major 4 pay-per-view. What if Christian's out there to announce someone else? It's an absolutely smart pick, if you ask me. Christian announces Jack Perry. That would be hilarious. I'd hit her. Oh, Nana got nailed. Ow. Is that matching turtlenecks for the Waynes? For Mama Wayne and Christian? Yep, matching turtlenecks. Yeah, like seriously, what are they doing to Nana? Why do they have him as part of this? Swerve's gonna need backup, absolutely. Uh-oh. He's using that? This crowd's not booing it up for him, so... This Winnipeg crowd, you know, just doesn't have the energy to give a crap about Christian. All right, I like the story. I like how he's using this a little bit here, but we got Swerve Drew Laurie in the ring. Oh Jesus! Well, at least we know we're going to be getting Kill Switch and Nick Wayne in matches with Swerve here coming up. So at least we're going to get a solid program here. I don't think he loses either, just... Ooh, here we go. Ooh. Wow, here we go. Ha! Here we go. You knew the Jets were going to get a reference to that. I didn't realize it was going to be the first comment tonight, first segment tonight. Oh my God. Took a cord roll. I love the crowd. Eat it, eat it, eat it. It looks like a pea. Come on now. Well, there's our main event match. Now it's booked. Once again, it is a solid pick. Like, Jack Perry's a good one for the AEW nerds that we all are. Like, let's face it. We watch this product, we're a little dedicated to it, and it works out great. But for the casual viewer, a lot of people are going to recognize Christian Cage a lot more than they're going to recognize a guy like Jack Perry or a Hangman Page even at this case. Yeah, so right now we got Roddy Ospreay, Mercedes Willow. I honestly think we're going to get Copeland Black by the end of it. Because tonight will probably be Brody. Copeland's got a TNT challenge against one of the Dark Order. And either way, we're going to have a hell of a match, right? Oh, and if you guys didn't get a chance to check out Swerve's interview with Copeland this week, Copeland actually talked about the fact that he uses one new move every match. He wants one new move every match. He wants to push himself in ways that he hasn't pushed himself before. I think Team Tony versus Team Elite at Double or Nothing? Maybe. I think it's more likely Team Elite versus Team Omega. So just a special side note for you guys. There will be no Sidecast next Tuesday. Next Wednesday. There won't be a Sidecast on Saturday because there's no wrestling on Saturday due to NBA or NHL. We will be here Saturday night with the WWE 2K24. We're actually going to play both weeks 19 and the Survivor Series pay-per-view on Saturday. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. I'm sorry for those with sensitive eardrums. I might have just killed them. Hey, Adam, did you see your friend? No, he's probably running from him. I bet you Christian and that went down the bottom entrance so they didn't have to see him at all. I love that shirt, though. I got a feeling that's one of the shirts they're going to have available in the souvenir booth. They missed the audio, so it's only... They missed the video, so it's just audio. It is a nice shirt. If it is available, I'm going to pick one up. I'm not going to... Like, I'll probably pick up that and a tour shirt. The rest of the shirts, you can pretty much get online. And I do want to wait to see if I can cut down the shipping a little bit for... Just what I thought. Oh, no. Buddy Matthews. All right, this isn't the ultimate match I wanted, but I'll take it. This is aka one of those dream matches everybody wants. Malachi versus Copeland, the paper. Yeah, that just makes sense. Like, that's pretty much what we're going to see here. I can't see anything else but Malachi and Copeland lining up here. Basically, Copeland's going to have to run the gauntlet with the House of Black. Except for Julia Hart, who is currently injured. So as we're bringing people back from injury, we just got an announcement today that Powerhouse Hobbs actually has to go for surgery. So at Edmonton, Brody, and Copeland, I don't know if they're going to do it next week. Maybe they give it a week off, right? I'd love to see it, don't get me wrong. The place will come absolutely unglued to have Cope and Brody here next week. I'd love to see it. Yeah, it's a tough break for Hobbs. We got Julia Hart out injured now. She's going to be out a while. Like, we are going to start seeing some bodies come back, but we are seeing a lot of bodies disappear. And it sucks. It really does. KJ! Good to see you here. That's why they need Christian back. Yeah, like we were just talking about right now, we got Copeland and Matthews going on here. We just found out it's going to be CLB versus Swerve at Double or Nothing for the heavyweight title. AKA the creepy little bastard. Phoenix is back doing Phoenix things. We had Roosh come back next week. When is Brick coming back? Here's the thing, Jay Quick, and one thing I like about AEW in this sense is they don't have to tell us anything. They're a private company, so they don't have to tell shareholders anything. The only person that needs to know what's going on is Daddy. Because Tony did get a loan from his dad. He's already listed that out. But he basically just lets him run it. We don't know when Britt's coming back. And the fact that the injury that she has, it's a lower back injury, apparently. It's a back injury. Those things are so sensitive. Oh no, they're in the Canada Life Center. They just don't book out the upper bowl. That's all. Tony and Shad Cod versus the EVPs or Double or Nothing. I'll take it, though, if we can get it. By the way, good to see you here, Jagger. Good to see you here, Kayla. Good to see everybody here. And we got Brian Cage versus Claudio tonight. Just think of that. Who did Private Party piss off? If you go to my X account, Ophelia Payne actually ended up with a post that I reposted. Private Party actually did a mock funeral featuring 4 talents that are specifically Alberta based. Ava Lawless, Marza Specialist, and Michael Allen Richard Clark were people that were attending a eulogy held by Private Party towards Samoa Joe. aka it's that lovely video, you guys better go get a casket, but not for me. That's basically where we're at here. So I think Isiah's pretty much dead. Where's McGee at? Typically he shows up about a half hour in from the streams that I remember here, but it all depends on work schedules too, right? So, but yeah, good to see everybody here. Here lies Private Party, dearly departed. We'd say we miss you, but really we don't. The man usually beats you to the stream. Well, you usually forget that the stream's on until about 1:45, so it sort of works out that way. Just throw that out there. The joys of having the microphone here sometimes. You definitely were the first one, right? No, I usually have to work way. Yeah. I'm talking about Saturdays too, that's all. No, yeah, just looking over all this card. Of course, Tony Khan. No, where? No, goodbye. But, you knew Tony Khan was smart, and he is a bit of a troll. Because we are going to actually get Serena Deeb versus It's Gonna Be May. Gonna be Mariah May. I guess, I don't know, man. My singing chops came out earlier, and I don't know what. If anybody survived by singing by now, you guys are going to live through nuclear war and anything like that. So, if you could survive that, so. Wonder if they save Omega for. I would assume either they're going to do that, or they're going to save him for the star of the show. I think Omega comes out to announce the new GM. If Tony Khan really did say that he's going to have a GM in charge, because I think that Tony Khan, if he did say there was going to be a GM in charge, sort of slipped it out when he shouldn't have. Because the way I think of it here, okay, we had this opening segment here tonight where Tony Khan was trying to broadcast his stuff from remotely, and the Bucks intercept the signal in the production truck and do all that. What should be happening is the beginning of the last segment, Omega comes out, Bucks are out in the ring, they come to talk to Kenny, and then you have Tony Khan back on the screen where the Bucks can't work on it because they're in the ring right there, so they can't go play with any buttons. And he turns around and says, Bucks, you just proven that you can't be trusted in charge. Therefore, I will have somebody come in as a general manager at this time and announce who it is. Whether that be Omega, whether that be D'Amore, whether it be somebody completely off the board. Could you imagine? Just throwing it out there. You want to see an internet meltdown? And his name is Sting? Here's what I'm thinking for an internet meltdown. For all the crap that's been going around in the last few weeks, what if it was Eazy-E? Could you imagine they bring in Bischoff? Oh my. You would not be able to get a word in edgewise on the internet for the next, I'd say at least 3 days. But I'm so happy here right now that Matthews is getting this spot against Copeland. Like, let's face it, Matthews has done a lot in the trios and even in the tag team with Brody King. But he hasn't had a real chance on the big show to spotlight himself in singles competitions. So most of his singles matches have been on Rampage, and let's face it, Rampage has been about as good old Kevin Steen move there. As everybody thinks he's going to go for a cool kick or say goes in for the headlock. Bishop would be like, it was me, Tony, it was me all along. Nah, that would be at the end of it. When Khan's finally able to... Khan's finally be able to come back to touring again. Which right now, it's actually nice probably for... I got a feeling Tony is in the back regardless. Like, let's bring... All of a sudden you want to be Bishop. Hey. See, this is where I go with different stories here. Like, I wanted to... Hey, Zodiac, how you doing here? Sorry to stop mid-thought here, but, you know, we got to get the foghorns out here for the subs. So they're in Everett, Washington, too. Okay, so back to Bischoff here. Oh, what I was saying is I like to bring up ideas that are a little different. And no, we have not forgot about the How You Would Book challenge. Vic just had some time to... Vic from Heels, Pops, and Chair Shots, HPC Bad Guys, just need a little bit of time for them to program their episode 300 last week. And then they're just trying to decompress here. In May here, we're going to get started on it. We'll get things set up here and whatnot. Speaking of Bischoff, did you see the Dark Side? I know I've talked about this before, and just from my experience being involved in wrestling right now, I've actually... I haven't watched a single Dark Side of the Ring. I haven't watched a single one because it's more of the case of don't meet your heroes kind of thing. I might check it out. Like, I've seen a few positive ones, but oh god. Twitter would blow up if it was Bischoff. Yeah, like seriously. It was very good. Okay. I've heard they've been very thorough and very special. But it's sort of funny when I was hanging out in Zodiac's chat one night. And everybody's talking about... Like, you're talking to people that don't normally sit in wrestling chats all the time, right? I think he was playing Final Fantasy IV at the time. And these guys were talking about, you know, how they would, you know, how they loved Hulk Hogan as a kid. And you're looking at yourself and you're like, yeah, he's a piece of garbage now. And Zodiac brought up that, you know, he was more of a Randy Savage guy going, and everybody's like, oh, there's nothing you can say bad about Randy Savage. And I just pop in, which there is some stuff there, and I don't need to get into it really here. Bischoff never really had anything good to say about AEW, but I seriously turned down money if he offered. Same thing with Bully Ray. I swear that's the same thing with... all right. Somebody pulled out an American Angel. Yeah, maybe. I'm only going to throw a one incident that came up. Secretly, the GM is Goldberg.
Uh-oh.
I'll put it that way. Everybody's cheese there, right? Because he doesn't like cheese. But, yeah, Savage, oh, they immediately went to commercial. That's not good. We'll get into it here. I'll talk about it another day. Well, we're having a positive night. I don't want to get into too many negative things here. But yeah, all the crazy ideas we could have for GM tonight. Oh, you look at Buddy there. Ugh. This might be the biggest AEW with all the anticipation. Here's the thing, I didn't see it advertised that they were talking about a GM, right? So maybe not. Maybe not the best overall, right? Because I'm not... Well, I guess Buddy's good enough to continue. And if he's got bad ribs... Hockey fight! He said it would be handled that someone would be on site running it, yeah. It was that back bump that went outside, right? The collision chest to chest, that isn't what did it. It's the initial one from the back, from when they fell off the top to the outside. That double splash looks a lot rougher than, you know. Don't get me wrong, everything hurts. You're running into a 200 and some pound body. That is gonna hurt like a son of a gun. Almost wonder if it's a work. When they're really injured, they typically cut up. Well, they did cut away. They cut away picture in picture, which they have to get X number of commercials in on picture in picture. They have to get X number in regular. So I think there's a maybe part of this. I don't know. I don't see it really getting in a position here. Is there any real advantage to having the heel injured through this whole thing? Because that's typically what you don't want in these kind of matches, right? Because Matthews is going to have to work from underneath now to get back to the victory here. So you think the Bucks and Okada start surrounding Omega, and that's when somebody comes out there? I think it's going to be more everybody's going to be in the ring. I still think that's where we're going to end up with this, with the fact that everybody's going to be out in the ring, and that's how they're going to settle this here, and everything's going to come up at that point. It's going to be really weird tonight, the fact that we get that 2 hours. They're going to have the big announcement there. Then all of a sudden they got to get into another match right after that because Rampage is right after it tonight. If I'm Omega and he has somebody, I don't tip my hat. Absolutely not. You never show your cards when you have a situation. I learned that from promoters a long time ago. The second you tell anybody anything happens. So, Jay, what they've... Kenny Omega's appearing tonight. He's not going to be wrestling tonight. His diverticulitis, unless your name is Brock Lesnar, you're going to take a hell of a long time to come back from that. Yeah, he's not even close to being cleared. Truth be known, I'd say 90% of the reason why he's here tonight is the fact he was openly advertised for here. Because this is his hometown. I'd love for somebody to say that, you know, he's from Edmonton, you know. Make him show up next week, but I'm not counting on it. I'd have to take a look and see how ticket sales are going. They shouldn't be too bad. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. Oh, yeah, thanks for reminding me, Jay, quick. We get Jericho tonight, too. Jericho versus Shibata, an FTW rules match. Which means Jericho's going to have some help from Big Bill to win it. Oh, trust me, I know, Kayla. It's rough. And it's going to be Bizarro World. I honestly hope that the fans of Winnipeg start the Please Retire chant, too. Because they are... Right now, Chris Jericho is about as useful as the Winnipeg Jets. For all appearances, should be a lot better than what they are. But just... Can't be said you enjoy. Buddy Matthews, if you get hurt, you go home to mommy. Mommy's hurt just as bad right now. But she did show a picture this week of her without her sling on, so... Rehab's coming along. They're saying there's a possibility it might not be till about SummerSlam to when she gets back. goodness. Yeah, Jericho's wrestling Shibata tonight for the FTW title, which means that Big Bill's going to come out and help him to finish that. So it's going to be interesting to say the least. Jay, I know you're a big Jericho-holic. I hope that he puts on a good performance tonight. I'll just leave it at that. SummerSlam in your hometown of Cleveland. Let's go. Jericho's GM.
No, please, no.
Jackhammer. Oh my God, Goldberg's pissed. Goldberg's going to be pissed. He's going to be throwing his TV sets around. Somebody used a jackhammer. Confirmed jackhammer Goldberg is GM. Buddy Matthews trying to impress his new boss. Shibata is one that communicates through Google Translate. Yes, he is. He is one of the best wrestlers that have come out of New Japan in a very long while. He ended up having to he had to take some time off, a lot of time, due to a severe neck injury. And essentially, when he came back, we can talk about a little bit more during the Jericho match, but he ended up pissing off New Japan, and then when his contract came up, he just left. Oh, the spear got missed. That's no shout out to Goldberg, isn't it? Trying to go over the stomp, and oh, there's a spear. Done. The Copeland spear, protected move. Great match for Matthews here. Put on a hell of a performance. I just can't wait to see, Copeland versus King now. Long match, great effort for Matthews. Yeah, that's what you got to expect, right? Like, that's what you get out of AEW. A lot of long matches, and also remember, this is the first match of the night, so the first one's you. Does this look familiar? This could also be an audible if Brody is actually hurt. Or Buddy, sorry, not Brody. Or else they can put the chair up, the lights will go black. One or the other. That's what I would do if I was Malachi. Yep, there it is. Is he in the ring or they just got? Oh no, never mind. Oh, and here comes Brody. Now they're both gone. Yeah, there you go. Mind games. It's all mind game. Oh, so what ended up happening at the pay-per-view, Copeland got misted by Malachi. So everybody that's ever gotten misted by Malachi, the first 3 people that were misted, Brody King, Julia Hart, Buddy Matthews. It took forever for Julia Hart to join the House of Black. But that mist was always a part of it. It was sort of like an infection that just kept growing. I could almost see us having then she missed the Skye Blue. There you go. And then that's eventual change there too. I could almost see Copeland becoming that. Copeland could turn the House of Black into what he expected Judgment Day to be. Because Copeland talked about it numerous times that Judgment Day ended up going on a streak that he really didn't want to take that group to. And that's eventually when he left and moved away, right, from that. There could be a way where Copeland ends up joining them in a way here. It also has a little bit of extra security for them and a backup plan just in case we get Malachi deciding that he wants to take off. Because there's always been those rumors that Malachi isn't happy where he is, right? And it's easy to change on the fly with that. Oh, God, Joe versus Private... Yeah, Joe versus Cassidy... Joe versus Private Funeral. I'll just keep throwing them out here. Joe versus a funeral home. Matt Hardy, come get you. Hey, Matt Hardy is no longer in AEW, Jay Quick. He don't want no kids. Samoa Joe versus... Well... You said Private Funeral. I was going to say funeral funds. Christian can adopt him. Let's throw that there. Yeah, if Christian's adopting him, he's signing him out of this match right now. But once again, shout out to the local wrestlers that at least got a spot because of Private Party tonight. So Joe's going to come out as one of the biggest baby faces ever at this point. He's going to kill Private Party. Then just say, I'm going to murder everyone and just walk out. This could be the quickest match in AEW history. Granted, I think Christian versus Copeland technically is the quickest match in history, but that one where he hit... I heard Christian ran, his turtleneck was bothering him. When Joe comes around, yeah, I would too. It's just like, yeah, no. He just, All right, we're back. Let's see if we get a promo out of this first. Or they show the video from earlier. Oh no, here comes Joe. He was like, hi Joe, bye Joe. Joe's got that look on his face like he is pissed. I love Excalibur. I love Taz right now. They're like, yeah, I know. Isiah Kassidy, we do not want to be him tonight. Stupid YouTube TVs behind us. We're just getting to the Private Party entrance right now, so. Yeah, Joe's angry. Isiah Kassidy's out there by himself. I wonder if Joe's this angry, can he peel him further than Keith Lee did? Okay, so yeah, you're about a minute behind us here, Jay. Sorry. I'm hoping that by the time I'm actually on a TV channel here, so here in Canada it's on TSN2, so and hopefully starting next Wednesday we're going to be a little bit more in sync because I'm actually upping my internet again next week, so I guess this is a good time. Be back in a bit. Working, having to get out on a... All right, you have fun. We'll hopefully it's not too strenuous of a call. And we'll see you back in a few minutes. Winnipeg loves Joe, yeah. This is just a reminder, since this match is sponsored by Woo Energy, we do have a sub goal of 30. If we get up to 30, I will order a case of that Woo Energy, so... Oh, God. Oh, God, please. Please peel him. I want to see the peel. Oh. Joe's like, whose man is this? That's funny, Jay. I just got that, by the way. I love that shriek. Joe's just having a blast right now, and I love it. Is he actually going to try and do some face stuff? Oh, I love this. Here we go. You know what's coming. All right. Got the hangman here, so here it goes. No, we know what's going to happen here. Oh, Joe, I love you so much. I love how Joe just, you stupid idiot. You gotta love it when Canada steps up in terms of a crowd, right? I do wish AEW would mic their crowd better. It's like Excalibur is actually worried about his life. Hey, Young Bucks, you better worry Toad don't get that Joe as a bodyguard. Oh, that'd be fun. I love that walk. That walk spot is absolutely amazing. I love it when he did it with Punk too. Show off the two birds at the same time. Oh. Going for a monkey flip is not a good choice. Yep, here we go. Joe just said thank you. No. Look at the reflex there on Cassidy. 1, 2, 6,000. Props to the ones who bump for it. Absolutely. See, at least Joe does it purposely and shows off that he does it purposely. We know somebody locally here who does that and just doesn't bother trying to fake it. Thinking of a certain promoter of a certain brand in town. So we get Mariah May, Serena Deeb. We get Good night, Irene. Yeah, it wasn't going to take long, and I think we all know that. We're here from Skye Blue. Willow never talks right now. Okay, so we're getting Willow versus Skye on Rampage tonight. Let's go. I consider that a win here tonight. For those that are stepping in, didn't know, we are getting Dynamite and Rampage back-to-back tonight. There is 3 hours of wrestling tonight, none on Saturday. Well, at least AEW wrestling on Saturday. Okay, dang, not mad, but all sort out of the blue concerning the last few. Here's the thing, they do have to get Willow in some matches before Double or Nothing. They got to get that title out there. And the feud between Skye Blue and Willow Nightengale is very well known, and it has been going on for, let's put it this way, if you had it in my GM mode, it'd be on cooldown. I wonder if they get the media rights if they put Rampage at 2 hours. Here's my prediction as we go along here. I think what they're going to end up doing is, for sure, Collision's going to be 3 hours on a Saturday. And then Dynamite, depending on how the ratings go, are either going to be 2 or 3 hours on a Wednesday when they get signed up here. I think Rampage is going to be assimilated away. As much as a decent show, if you're getting 6 hours of wrestling content, you don't really need that hour. Even if you're getting 5 hours a different way. This right now is a test to see if 3 hours of wrestling will work for fans. So Rampage is getting a Raw deal. I'll just be happy to have it on a streaming service. Hey, I think they get rid of that. I think they put ROH and AEW on the same streaming service coming up. Whether that be Max or whatever service they're going to come up with here. All I know is they're not going to announce anything until July at the earliest. Because right now with Fight TV, they did have a pay-per-view deal for 3 pay-per-views, including Dynasty, which we just had, Double or Nothing, and Forbidden Door, which is on June 30th. So all 3 of those are part of that package. So you're not going to announce a streaming deal somewhere else while you still have people wanting to buy shows on that platform, right? But yeah, I'll be happy if we get things on a streaming service here soon. Oh, Mr. Cassidy tonight, who is absolutely pissed at Trent Beretta. It's not too often that we actually get a full-blown real promo out of Orange Cassidy, and we're going to get one tonight. Yeah, we all watched that street fight here, and it was rough. They actually used real glass. Yeah, we knew that Chuck Taylor was going to take forever to come back, so they just smashed his legs some more. So I wonder if they're... Oh, he's got a mic in his pocket. Okay. Thought he was going to ask for a mic here. Okay. Obviously, that ain't happening anymore. They announced Willow versus Skye Blue tonight for Rampage. And a decent finish. You got to see the dismemberment of Isiah Kassidy. Whoa. So Chuck E. T's retiring? Oh, this is just going to be a good old brawl right now. Do you really think Manitoba's finest are going to be able to do... Mo Jabari and Mars the Specialist are not going to be able to do that. Mo Jabari and Mars the Specialist are not the biggest guys. I can't remember who the third guy is on the left. Ah, Winnipeg's finest manager. What the hell? Last week we saw Callis watching the match. We thought it was for Trent. Yeah, I'm with Taz here. Like, Statlander's supposed to be the fourth member of the Best Friends, and...
Nicolas, Matthew, a huge night ahead of us tonight. Can you give me any nuggets about what you guys might have planned?
First off, you're killing it as usual. Doing great.
Thanks.
How's the family? How's John?
Really good.
That's great. That's great. Hey, we don't really have time for this right now. We're looking for an old friend. I don't know if you've bumped into him yet. Okay.
You know, we've had way too much TV time tonight on Dynamite. Let's give some to our good friend, the scapegoat, Jack Perry. Hey.
Oh, Perry's gonna talk.
Jack, what the hell was going through your mind last week when you attacked Tony Khan?
Well, you know, I meant what I said last week. When I told Tony that the only thing I want is what's best for AEW. And some people might not be able to see it right now, but that's exactly what I did. You see, the funny part to me is that Tony, you're the one who made me the scapegoat. And yeah, it hurt at the time, but I accepted it because I realized that it was a sacrifice that somebody was going to have to make. But we all have to sacrifice. And thanks to you, we are entering a new era
Oh, God.
under the elite.
Oh, great. New era. Where did we hear that phrase way too often these days? First, we have to hear new era. Now we have to see The hometown hero that everybody hates. He is now known as the Learning Tree officially. What is with that jacket? The Winnipeg Jets colors. Oh, good old Ted Irvine showed up. The Vortex Tree. But he is coming out in the Winnipeg Jet colors. I wish he would, have the same effect as what the Jets did yesterday. If you didn't know, they lost. I believe Christian brought that up already. The Learning Tree gimmick kills me. Yeah. All right, Shibata, you better be ready for some stuff here, because there's going to be shenanigans involved. So are they turning Orange heel? Your guess is as good as mine. What do you guys think? What do you think in the chat, everybody? Do they think they turned Orange Cassidy heel here? He's like the uncle that shows up at the reunion but no one is invited. Could we see Orange Cassidy as a heel? I don't know if he can, really. Orange costs Ospreay the title tonight. Ospreay isn't going for the title tonight. He's going for the title at the pay-per-view. Mr. One of the Bucks didn't say anything. They gave the time to Jack Perry. Jack Perry gave out his generic. It's about we got to get everything back together. So we got to get everything back on track, and now it's time for the Elite versus blah blah blah. All I can say is Jericho in short tights just looks weird right now, especially when you can't hit. There's a cleaner coming. Sorry, wrong one. I think it's still going to be Callis and Beretta screwing over Cassidy. That makes sense. Yeah, that's been their problem with Jericho. Like, Jericho is not half the wrestler he used to be. I love how Jericho has to go literally around the ring. Wait, Jay Quick, you're asking Jericho if he knows about the song? He's from Winnipeg. Like, they don't even have an airport. Sorry, that's the longest running joke for Winnipeg versus Edmonton fans for the longest time here. Like, I don't even know if they know what broad daylight is. Well, the Jets don't need him, so you might as well bring him out. There you go. Eat those pucks, Jericho. See, this is so cheesy that, the only way those pucks will hurt is if they're on their side. Wait, does Winnipeg? No, they have an airport outside of their boundary. They do not have a city airport. And technically, neither does Edmonton. I think legally now they... no, actually... it's technically... I think it's the same point as Edmonton. They basically have to annex the land around the airport to get it technically into town. And Kayla, don't ruin a good story here. Jeez. You know, you got to put a little bit of magic around things here. No Jets in Winnipeg. Well, not anymore right now. Flew out of there in the fall. It's right there. Yeah, well. That was a joke for the longest time. That there was technically no airport in Winnipeg. The Jets took a jet home. No, they got run over by an avalanche. And now tonight, actually, we got Dallas and Vegas trying to figure out who's going to play them. Which everybody's cheering for Dallas. No mountains in Winnipeg? Actually, today there might actually be mountains in Winnipeg. Because yesterday was the due date for everybody to file their taxes. So there might be a mountain of paperwork there. Sorry, I just had to. And if you didn't know, the main tax hub for Canada is in Winnipeg. So that's where that joke comes in. Yeah, by the way, I did finish filing mine. Tax money. Anyway. Would you take a chop from Gunther or Shibata? Honestly, first of all, the answer is no. Let's leave it there. Actually, better yet.
No, please, no. No, please, no.
And I don't know what the answer would be. Honestly, of those three, Jay Quick, I almost feel that Paul White might actually be the... Well, I guess Shibata's a lot smaller, so physically he can't do as much damage to you. But the biggest difference is Gunther, Paul White, they're not laying him in the way Shibata is. That's the problem I'd be worried about. Because Japanese strong style is all about hitting you. Not just, try to hit you. Don't try to hit me. And that's all he does, is hit you. And hard. Over and over. Like, look at that chest beat red. Gunther makes his look stiff. Shibata looks like he puts his whole body into it. You look at the chests of the opponents. Gunther will do enough to make the body look bad, and then he'll let up. Yeah, Jericho's bleeding on the chest. Yeah. Oh, he got red. He's red. Oh, Jericho's used. So we're trying to say, if this was a pay-per-view, I'd be going up for my bathroom break right now. Shibata put some ass into it? Absolutely. My God, that chest. Well, if you didn't have a 10, you do now. Is it illegal to throw a hockey puck? That's just to get his chest to break. Not at Jericho. Well, there we go. Now we're straight to a figure four. I think Taz wants to throw more than... He actually mentioned in an interview this week that Taz actually has both shoulders and both hips that he needs to replace. But he's going through some therapy right now. And another hockey puck right to the face. I was wondering whether they're going to finally use the "what the puck" phrase. I love it that Excalibur, you get one, Taz. So for people that don't know, hockey pucks are actually hard rubber. That shot to the face freaking hurt. Unless they're using practice pucks, which are foam. Like, Shibata probably has a broken nose right now. You gotta imagine the ring of the ears for this. Begging Tony Khan to make it a big Jericho wear pants. Oh, I know. This is like a dragon video. Yakuza Like a Dragon? You have a random garbage can attacking Chris Jericho. Eventually Oscar's gonna run out, right? At least the dad's... Aubrey's always so great at selling. What the hell is this? Mega should come out and disqualify Jericho for being a human with those pale legs. Agreed. Yeah, look at Shibata's face. Like, he broke his nose. That hockey puck to the face broke his nose. Now, why is he using kendo sticks when they had hockey sticks available? It's not like the Jets are using them for anything right now. Ah. Well, you know Saturday is Star Wars Day, right? Are they really going to do this? Shibata's like, I don't care. My local minor team baseball is wearing Star Wars jerseys this weekend. Let's go. I've always loved the theme weekends for the minor league teams because they always come up with crazy uniforms. I'm gonna say crazy outfits, but Shibata now bringing in that table. Should have pinned him in a hockey net. That's what they should have done. Okay, this is not good. So, the key to these tables when you're doing it, try to get it as close to flat as possible, not straight up flat, down at an angle. Because the higher they are, the less likely they'll break. Should have picked Jericho and catering. I don't think either one of these guys know where catering is. Well, Jericho might. Jericho might know a lot, actually. I'm assuming we're going to see Big Bill here somewhere. I also do think that we're going over time. Oh, that chop. The hell is he doing? Winnipeg is his home. There it is. I told you. I called this before we even started. We still got Cage and Claudio match plus the women's match too. We got Mariah May and Serena Deeb. But for now, we still only have 2 matches scheduled for Rampage, so they could totally go over and not have a problem here, right? There is no overtime. TK is going to let Jericho do whatever he wants. Yeah, he doesn't even get the respect of the full boo sound. Just because, yeah, it's ridiculous. So they're going to give it enough. Don't boo me. You don't. Yeah. No, I'm booing the fact that Jericho just gets nothing but extra time. So they're going to do this quick clip.
Guys, I'm here with our TBS champion, Willow Nightengale, as well as Stokely and Statlander. Guys, talk to me about what happened last week with Mercedes. It seemed like there
The
was...
final boss, Chris Jericho's ego.
Yeah. I am so sorry because she had no right to come out there and interrupt, and I just wanted to diffuse the situation and get it back on you, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, well, let's pivot to tonight because, Willow, you have yet another challenger on the horizon in Skye Blue.
So they're going to do this.
I do. And lucky for Skye Blue, last week's fiasco left me in a fighting mood. So Mercedes, don't think I forgot about that cheap shot, honey. I've got something for you. But Skye, if you want a fight, honey, I will mop the floor with you. If this title's on the line, I will maim you. I will massacre you right here in Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Cheap pop.
I can't believe that Skye Blue said that about me. And I can't complain to nobody because those pricks, the Young Bucks, they beat up Tony Khan. And the worst part about it is they did it before payday. They didn't wait till Friday while they took...
Look, guys, it's from Matt and Nick. Renee, great job. Want to know, please start smiling more. And let Stokely and Statlander know that they are banned from ringside. If there's any interference, Willow will be stripped of the TBS Championship. Have a great show, LFG.
Aside from my own actions, what did I do to deserve this?
Yeah, here we go.
It is always your act. Oh, thank you, Renee. Thank you.
So the main event match for tonight is going to be the women's match. All right. So I guess we can also add in here, since we're getting Cage versus Claudio, I'm going to hold out until after the Edmonton show because I want to see what merch is available there to pick up and see if it's cheaper. But once again, AEW has released another crossover shirt. Just when I thought they ran out of Street Fighter characters to have their crossover with, yeah, they got a Tekken shirts now. King and Kenny Omega in a crossover shirt is now available. Just dropped today. So yeah, there goes another $50 or whatever for Jesus. I can get it for 2 weeks, so I'm just gonna hold out right now. Like I said, wait till the Edmonton show and see what I can get here first. Then maybe make a little bit of a bigger order, try and save on shipping a little bit. The shirts are badass, all of them. So that's why I keep picking them up. And the fact it's crossing over two of my favorite genres right now. If you guys were around last night, we were doing a run through of Killer Instinct. It was actually a lot of fun. It's going to be physical, but it's going to be quick, Quick, and that's the thing that upsets me here. We're not going to get a full match of what we expect out of this. Either that or they're just going to put the women's match on Rampage instead. And they'll have two women's there, so... I'd love to get Brian Cage and Claudio a good half hour to see who can get the most Superman suplexes in one match. Because they both do it very well. They step on the bottom rope and flip it over because it's almost cleaner time. But yeah, so I expect two very quick matches and then Omega's going to be out for the end of it. But yeah, if you guys weren't around last night, we were doing a run through of Killer Instinct 94. I am setting up for hanging out with Zodiac and the gangs over at Retro Hangover here later this week. If you didn't get a chance to catch it live, you can catch it on the VOD in the videos below, or it will be released as a 3-part video coming up next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's already been chopped up and thrown up on the internet, just waiting for the time to release it. You can check that out on our gaming channel, which I will do a quick link there. And once it's released, I'll have a link over the Retro Hangover and everything for you guys so you can check out the podcast. I can't wait to talk a little Killer Instinct, because we got so much to talk about and so many angers. That game literally openly mocked me yesterday. We're going to have to talk about that because, you know, it's one thing I hated about games as a kid, and yeah, it's true. It's damn true. Renee, go in the back and see if you see a horse. Oh, this will be an absolute... There, by the way, there you go. If you guys aren't a follower of the Retro Hangover, I do recommend it, especially if you like old retro games. They decided to bring in a fighting game quote-unquote specialist. Gonna throw that one back this week. But yeah, we're gonna be talking a lot of Killer Instinct here coming up. I love Claudio's promos. Anybody who said he's a bad promo is an idiot. Demon was already booked. No, I wouldn't. By the way, if you don't think I'm not going to be mentioning him in the discussion, you're nuts. That might be the first thing I bring up here. Oh, look at this! He's wearing the King gear tonight. So when it was announced that Omega had... Oh, no, he's got the Wolverine. Okay. If you saw the the post that Pro Wrestling Tees and AEW put out for the crossover. Oh, they're not even waiting. Let's go. They know the time got cut. Beef, beef, beef. Really want them to give this one to Cage. I think they'll give it to Claudio just to put him back up after losing the swerve, but... Yes! Yes! Copeland versus King in Edmonton next week! Let's go! Is it going to be like we have 30 minutes for this match? Willow and still Kenny? Yeah. That's the problem with... that lineup next week is going to be absolutely amazing! Better seeing his entrance. Oh, trust me, we're going to have some fun when we're there. I still got to get my ticket yet, to be perfectly honest. Cage is doing push the workhorse style wrestling right now. Would love to see that TNT push. Yeah. I'd love to see Cage get in there. Well, they're trying to set up this beef division. But the problem is the guy that they want to have as one of their big hitters in Miro is still injured, so... Because apparently he got re-injured in that match against Andrade there. Oh, that card for next Wednesday is absolutely stacked. I love it. Let's have a beef title. Yeah, you know what? They could have a cruiserweight title. Let's have a super heavyweight title. I love the fact that he does the fake out little El Toro. I love how half the fans are yelling beef, the other ones are counting along. Oh no, Cage is... Oh, here we go. Yep. Claudio's gonna be pissed. This is his move. And Claudio's the one that usually does that. I'd love to see them go to the other side of the ring and have Claudio do it the other way, right? It's just great watching these two go at it here. If we could have some way that this match could go like, 30, 35 minutes, I wouldn't be against it. But yeah, apparently some of the big heavy hitters for the beef division are still out. That's why they changed that match to a Superstar Spectacular. That match that Jericho... It originally started the Jericho Hook feud. Or partnership then feud. Way back at Revolution, so... And they still plan to have time for those last two segments. Could you imagine? I just thought of this, guys. With the Bucks in charge, what kind of heat would they have in Winnipeg if they cut off Omega's segment and just said, sorry, you don't get any time tonight? Could you imagine they pull a bait and switch like that? Takeshita versus Land and Lightning? Or Tony Khan They said they can't be suspended. Ironclad contracts. But I'm going to guess that the opening contest we're going to get is the Jay White Darius Martin match for secretly Cody teleports. Just something like that. I'll be perfectly honest. I thought that sound was the going down a pipe, not the mushroom, but works the same way. Totally fine here. But yeah, this even a Jericho match didn't kill us completely. That's the thing I would be impressed about here. While it still wasn't the greatest match in the world, and frankly I could do without it, we're still gonna have tons of fun. We're still having tons of fun here tonight. We're probably gonna have fun for the rest of the night. Because the last 4 matches that are here, we got the return of Serena Deeb on Dynamite screens. I wonder if the Bucks have seen Omega yet, or he's hiding. I could see Omega in the crowd, actually. They could plant him in the crowd with a hoodie and a cap on there, and he just shows that he's been out with his people the whole time, right?
Disturbing to some viewers. Discretion is advised.
Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. It's a battle of the behemoths.
Notice, yeah, you haven't seen Okada eat. Well, Okada just might not be out here, period.
Draped against the ropes. And Brian Cage. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Discus lariat wiped him out.
All right.
Claudio able to kick out. Even though he didn't get the win, great job by Brian right there. Just
Cage is just so damn good. So underappreciated. Sorry, just quickly running through my feed here to see if there's anything come up. Nah, most of my feed involves most of the Oiler fans getting ready for the game at 8 o'clock. But you know what? I'm not watching. I'm here with you guys tonight because I love hanging out with you. In the Bucks, you don't have an Iron Claw. You can be suspended after the Punk thing. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe they found out they could get suspended in error. Maybe they got suspended in error. Who knows? Can Claudio do the same thing? That pop when Omega comes out. That's why I say they'll cut it short. They'll play Omega's music and the Bucks will come out. That will be the ultimate heel heat in the world. That they did it with MJF, where MJF came out in Chicago with Punk's music. I don't know who this Land and Lightning kid is. Manitoba Massacre? I thought that's what the Jets happened last night against the Avalanche. Oh, God. Uh-oh. I know where that figure is. It's funny because that figure represents like a whole lot different than the other finger. I keep looking at the crowd seeing somebody's out of place. Ha! I knew I'd feed you stuff and you just... I'm pretty sure Claudio applies a sharpshooter after because he's just dizzy and he doesn't have to move for a few minutes. Find a broom, yeah. I think what happens is the Bucks do come out to Kenny's music. Wow. Think somebody takes out Perry? Maybe. All right, we're getting Serena Deeb versus Mariah May right after the break, and they are not waiting to watch us celebrate. They're going straight to commercial because they know they are behind. Damn it, Jericho. I will personally take responsibility for a please retire chant. A please retire. Let's go Oilers. Anything Jerry the Jericho segment because nobody really wants him to be there. It's going to be a fun night next week. I'll miss you guys. I will. We'll talk about it all on Thursday when I get back here with Tears of the Kingdom on Thursday. But yeah, it's going to be a fun experience. And hell, maybe I'll videotape something. Videotape. God, am I old. How old would I be to say something like that? Videotape. Granted, I have some, but Jesus. I might record something after the show and just give my thoughts about everything going on and maybe photobomb a few things. And because I do usually sit back in the further back seats, but we'll see what kind of deals you get and whatnot. Hi, Sonny. You want my videotape? Hello, Sonny. Sad part is I got that old man voice down pretty good. You got any of those prunes? You got Sal May die? I don't know what the hell that voice is. My bad. Sorry, kids. Yeah, there you go. There's another old man reference. I call everybody kids all the time now. But as this is coming up to our main event segment here, I guess once again, throw the prunes at Jericho. Consider it done. We do usually give a breakdown of what we're going to be doing up this week. Tomorrow, I will be here early, basically after I have breakfast. We'll be here with Tears of the Kingdom. McG, you're back! Kayla was missing you. She was asking, first thing she asked in chat, where's McG? So good to see you here, sir. It's from Winnipeg. I know that you're lamenting the loss of the Jets for the playoffs. I know that's just a fact. Oh my God, he's here! So yeah, quickly running through it. Tears of the Kingdom early tomorrow. As we got Rocky Romero in an interview. Friday, I might be here with a special stream. We'll see. Depends on what. This match gets 5 minutes. We get Orange and Trent next week. Let's go. Saturday, we're going to be here Saturday night with WWE 2K24 My GM. Week 19 and Survivor Series. Uh-oh. We're getting 4 matches on Rampage tonight? Rocky Romero, Kyle O'Reilly. Okay, let's go. Renee, go see if you can go find a horse, damn it. Everybody knows it's gonna be May. Sorry, I had to use it today. I guarantee you if it's Hangman is there, he's hidden. Of course he's hidden. Brian, how the heck you doing here tonight, sir? Hope you're doing well. But yeah, if we're getting if Hangman's in Winnipeg, you know, there's a lot of people that ride horses in the West, so he might be able to blend in rather well, right? But how you doing tonight, Brian? Sorry, I'm jumping back and forth here over here. Oh, Brian, don't have to apologize at all. Seriously, we'll get a quick background here. Brian wasn't the happiest of campers when I rated him out last night, so not a big deal. He was getting angry. I was angry for about an hour going into that, so no apologies needed whatsoever. I was playing Killer Instinct and dying a lot. I think we figured it out. Doing the math on my 3 runs, it was $11, $14, and $8, $11, and $14. That was there. Oh, we missed that part, so don't even worry about it. So 14, 28, about $45, right? Yeah, this is in Winnipeg tonight. This is the wrestling main event of Dynamite here tonight. Mariah May and Serena Deeb. We still got Kenny Omega to come out here, make his return to AEW here. Halfway into the Jericho match. Crowd's been great. So, McGee, since you didn't get a chance to watch the beginning of the show, TK was talking about how he's going to produce from the from Jacksonville, and unfortunately, halfway through the interview, the signal gets lost from Jacksonville, of course, because the Bucks are in the producer truck, and now I've said they're taking over. So, I say that Kenny Omega is not the GM. I was calling Scott D'Amore. I love how Mariah has to sell this now because she screwed it up. I think D'Amore. I've heard Sting is potentially one of them as well. If D'Amore shows up, that would be huge. Yeah, like, that's exactly what I'm thinking here. Oh, by the way, McGee, sorry I missed this. I heard MJF fans want MJ. Well, MJF screwed himself over there. Because he tried to go for the physical therapy route for his injury, and apparently he's had to get surgery this week because physical therapy didn't work. So there is a more than likely chance he will not be back for Forbidden Door. GM will be Adam Cole. He's got enough issues dealing with right now. These ladies are not fooling around here tonight. I would just love to see D'Amore show up, but the longer this goes, the more I think it's not going to happen. Wait, the GM is CM Punk? You know what? I'm not even, And you're getting the full sound for that. Depending on the way what need to repair, yeah. I got a feeling Deeb will win this because right now the match at Double or Nothing is going no, you can stay where you are. You just got to take your medicine. That's all. They're setting up for Double or Nothing. It's going to be Toni Storm versus Serena Deeb. Is what we're most likely going with here. You see the shade Cody is throwing it. I think Cody will throw shade at anybody. he's a very good businessman. I'll say that. He works for everybody equally. My personal thing, and this is where he did throw a little bit of he's throwing the little AEW wouldn't be nothing without me, and that's very generalizing of it. You'll have to go back and see it. The more that I watch this stuff, the more that I read about this, it's not that Cody cares about Cody. I think Cody was more about... I honestly feel the reason why Cody left AEW, watching all this, and this is literally my opinion, is because TK didn't want Brandy out there anymore. Brandy's stuff was, how do I put it politely? Horror awful. It was a cross between horrible and awful, and you can't figure out which one it is. Cringe, that's another way to put it. And TK's just like, no, we have... It's the one time he put his foot down. Because he refused to keep booking that stuff. And I think TK just... Brandy made sure that... I think it was made clear off the bat that Brandy was not going to be being used at WWE. And I think Brandy was fine with that at that point. But I think there was sort of a unintentional guarantee that Brandy was going to be involved in the in-ring product at AEW. And when that wasn't going to happen, last time I checked, there was a phrase I heard. Help me out with this, folks. I heard it was right. Happy wife, happy life. And again, like I said, this is just my opinion on it. But it just makes so much sense in so many ways. Deeb, you got to realize that, you got time. You don't have time here. I don't know about that Brandy stuff. Yeah, like, you'd have to go back. Take a look at the, all right, that's it. Serenity Lock coming. Someone who's been divorced, no idea what you're talking about. TK, her shit is terrible. We can't keep doing it. Cody, I'm leaving. Triple H, her shit is terrible. I really just care about myself and the money, so it's cool. I think it's more the fact that that Triple H was just straight up and said, look, she's not going to be on TV. Could you imagine she shows up at the ring announcer on Friday? Because if you guys didn't hear, Mike Rome has been moved to NXT for ring announcing now. And nobody's heard who the replacement is on SmackDown, whether it's Alicia Taylor, whether Samantha Irvin's moving to both shows now. Whether Alicia Taylor got moved up. Maybe Dash is moving over since she got released here at AEW. Hope it's not Saxton. Who knows? That'd be a rough schedule for her if she's up. I would say, if you're going to do it with Samantha, you only do the TV with her, the pay-per-views. So then she does Fridays and Mondays. She wouldn't do the live event tour, that's all. I feel bad for Excalibur. He tried to call that out, but he didn't get to sing again. If you're ever going to say it, you have to say it properly. It's gonna bang bang. You gotta have the extra twang to it. According to the internet, they barely have a live tour. Yeah. They got to fit. I think everybody in the crowd's like, are we done yet? Crowd wants Omega. They want Kenny. We all, like, yeah, exactly. Crowd's getting into it now because they got a feeling they're near the end of this. I think we're going to get an overrun. We have to at this point. Serena's so sensitive, so inventive, yeah. She's got so many different, like, it's one thing she's always shown, it's that she's always got an extra move for everything, right? There it is. Whoa. Mariah didn't give up. Toni threw the towel in. They don't even get time to breathe before they put the graphic up. All right, we're going to whip to a commercial and come back out with Kenny.
Congratulations on your win tonight.
Someone probably told Toni, hurry up, yeah.
You also seemed a little out of sorts out there tonight.
I just gotta say, man, as a kid from Canada, your career, it's meant a lot to me. Now we're shit, we share a locker room, I'm watching your matches, and what's going on with the House of Black. I don't dig it, man. So, if you ever need backup or whatever,
And a Canadian gal. 3 Canadians all in a row.
listen, I got Brody King next week, Dynamite, and oh, hey, eyes up here. I get it. You got Rocky Romero tonight, so, good luck, okay? Alright.
Could we end up getting a tag match with Kyle and Copeland against the House of Black? Let's go. The cards are back. Boo! He's from Winnipeg. Watch this. He does not show up. It's the Bucks. It's the Bucks right here. I am just begging you to be the Bucks. Oh, it is Mr. Omega. Okay, yeah. I guess they are running tight on time, so it does make sense. It's actually him. I love the shirt, by the way. Great suit. Love the shirt. Sucks. Diverticulitis sucks. Of course we got to hit with an ad break right now. Sorry, I missed it. I would have canceled it for 5 minutes. How much is he going to get to say? It's 7:58. We don't get a long promo out of this. How many words is he going to get out? I'm sure they're going to give him an overrun here just because it is the 3 hours. This is like a love fest for him. Watch this. It turns out says yes to retire. He's trying to get through this quick because they're running out of time, but... They got an extra hour, exactly.
But after spending 10 days in the hospital, the doctors told me, Kenny, you're one of the lucky ones. You were 24 hours away from dying.
Wow.
So to that I said, cool story, Doc. Can you patch me up and send me back to Dynamite?
And they're like, no.
They said, Kenny, it's not that simple. We need to get what's in you out of you. And if we cut you open now, we're going to have to fillet you open. And you're going to have a bag, a colostomy bag, for 6 months, 12 months, possibly the rest of your life.
Ugh.
So I said to the doctor, I said, and if I don't, he said, that's fine. But for the rest of your life, you're going to have a ticking time bomb right here. Where you might not know where, when, or why, but you might just one day wake up in the hospital having the surgery done to you anyway. Any sort of blunt force trauma to the stomach could kill you.
Oh, God. So this is what they're going to do.
Since that day, I can't lie. I had to stop. I had to stop watching. I had to stop watching because my hands would shake.
Because he wants to get... All right.
I was scared. For the first time in my career, I was scared. And I felt pathetic. I felt like a coward. And I felt like maybe the point today, this whole thing, was to come out and explain to you that I had to retire.
Ooh. All right. You used the R word already.
And then I did something. I turned on AEW for the first time the other day, and I watched Dynasty. Anyone watch Dynasty? I saw Swerve make history.
Yeah, they're definitely going to give this extra time and cut the rest later.
Bryan Danielson put on one of the greatest matches I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, here we go.
And I wish I could say I was happy, but when I looked back down, my hands were shaking again. And the tremors got worse. And I thought, wait a minute. Am I really scared of being a wrestler? And that's not what it was. When I came out here,
Here it is. Yep.
Realize something very important. Yes, I was scared, but that's life. We're all scared of something. The reason why I was shaking is because I was going through withdrawal. I needed to be back in this ring. I needed to be back in this ring more than I wanted to breathe. Living is being in this ring. Being called the
Okay.
is what fueled me. And it hurt.
He's got to get that surgery, though.
And I hated it. That all the best shows, the best pay-per-views, the best wrestlers on the planet are in the conversation for being the best, and I've already been forgotten.
Oh, yeah.
So I made a promise to myself, and I'm making a promise to each and every one of you. This isn't over until I exhaust every option. If there's a 10% chance, a 5% chance, a 1% chance. Bag or no bag. You guys aren't done with Kenny Omega yet. I made a mission statement to change the world.
All right.
That brings me on to the second piece of business. When we're talking about colostomy bags, why not talk about two other...
There we go. Let's give Kenny one of those officially here. Colostomy bucks.
Rough shot over this company and embarrassing yourselves more than you've embarrassed yourselves ever before in the past.
And you've done it quite a bit.
Do that. You're free to do that as EVPs. But what you forget is that there's also one other EVP. I may be fired from the elite, but you can't fire me as an EVP. So as far as I'm concerned,
Thank God for video games.
someone says otherwise, a part of the power in this company belongs to the best bout machine.
All right. So now we get to start feuding here on matches. Great. Oh. This is a face-off I think we've wanted for about 4 years now. And this is how they're going to open Rampage. So yeah, they're going to go off the air with Okada coming to the ring. Oh, they're just going to let it run. All right. Good old guy. Good old.
The Rainmaker, the best bout machine. It's funny, we had a bit of a rivalry over in New Japan. What do you say? Give me a couple months. We'll settle it right here in an AEW ring.
Forbidden Door.
How did that grab you?
So Forbidden Door could possibly be a Team Elite versus Team Omega.
I'm sorry, Kenny. I'm the best bout machine now.
Oh, great. Oh, Clark just ate a chair. Mars just eats a chair. No, I want. Really like Okada. Hey, Okada is one of the best, but oh, you know the shirt's coming off. You know it's serious. If you do the V trigger, that. Oh no. Oh, and here we go. BTE trigger to Omega. Oh, God. No, either get a Hangman sighting. I still think we get Tony Khan over the screen. Because as much as you lose the signal, there's a way you can get it back, right? Or we get a debut. No, we don't get anything. All right, so here comes Dax and Cash. Okay, we got that. I know we were talking about that earlier. All right, so that we're flipping out of he'll be on his stream on Friday. So if you guys aren't familiar, Kenny Omega does have his own Twitch stream now. It's called The Cleaner's Corner, all one word. Actually, what I'll do for you here, if you guys haven't followed him yet. That's Kenny Omega's. Oh, there we go. There's Kenny Omega's Twitch channel. So if you guys aren't following him, just click on the heart there and you'll follow whenever he comes up. He usually comes up on Friday nights. Does a lot of Street Fighter, but he does talk a lot of wrestling at the same time. He has vowed to do his own ranking system on matches. See, because he's in Canada and we get free healthcare, they actually get to bring a gurney out this time. They're not just, you know. Now, if you want to bring a story, the show must go on. You bring out Jay White as he's. Want to see Omega and Tony call next week? Who do you call that's going to put the EVPs in line? I think the only person that you could do really is maybe a guy like D'Amore. Let's face it, we're going to get it in Edmonton, too. But yeah, you can blame Jericho for running long again. I'll almost guarantee that match went longer than it should have. I want somebody to yell during a match of Jericho's time to go home. Time to go home. That would be great. One of my grandmas died at Victor. Yeah. Well, they're Jets barricades, so you really don't have to worry about that. Oh God, here we go. Check out him. His ribs might hurt. They're gonna have to do something next week. Set up for Double or Nothing or something here. Children crying, really? Is this the new kid? Oh, no, never mind. I haven't had a real chance to hear Jay White's music real that well, so. Gotta. So what title? Oh, they got. What do they got 3 titles for? Is there? Because you got the AEW, you got the ROH. What is that? The original? The original trios titles for AEW? Yeah, it looks like it. So those scissor titles are going to basically just disappear. Every flight is a red-eye flight. All right, that's a funny shirt. No one wins during commercials. I love the. So bucks, I think you pay for that next week. Probably, I would think so. I think that's probably the. Resberg's just like, yeah, they left, so you're gonna leave. I think next week in Edmonton's gonna be a lot of fun. I love the plug here by Daddy Magic. I can see Tony saying I made a call. Yeah. No, they left, Shivani. Nice try. Tony not even watching. That was great.
But Jake very heavy-handed. And Dante intercepts that chop, counters with one of his own. And Dante showing off his heavy-handedness as he returns Jay White to
So we're probably going to end up getting Blue and Blue and Nightengale as the main event here tonight.
tag team competitors. No stranger to singles action here, but he's not as highly seasoned as Jay White is, as the Switchblade is as a singles.
Jay White has won 8 bouts already here in 2024. 19 singles wins in his career. He's been a singles champion around the world. We know that.
Nice head scissors over the top here. Seems like everybody's just got a collective breathe right now after everything just happened. Like I'm looking forward to this match. I think it's gonna be a great match, but after everything that just happened backstage, in a way, I almost feel like the one give him the death spot. Yeah, what I would have done personally myself. Dante got lucky there. I would have almost tried to do that segment back there after this match, just so people can get a little bit more, get a little bit back into it, and then, you know, you just, either way, you're going to kill most of the evening regardless, but these guys got to realize they don't have much time. We got 4 matches tonight. Like, I'm thinking the Takeshita Lightning match is going to be 2 minutes. Bingo, bango, bongo. Thank you. Rocky and Kyle should be a good match that lasts a while. All right, that sucked. That sucked. Wonder how much heat is on Jericho for going. But the problem is, here's the thing, Jay Quick, and it happens every freaking week that Jericho's on. Every week that Jericho's on, he goes over. I know people aren't going to admit to it, but it's a fact. His matches feel long and drawn out way more than all the other ones. And yes, I do realize that Jericho runs a different style than all the other wrestlers. He runs that old-fashioned style and gets going. He's a lot like MJF in that way. But MJF knows how to turn it up and go home on time. And it just absolutely ticks me off that every single week we have to sit here and watch that guy, even if he's in his hometown, drag a 20-minute match out when it should have been 15 minutes, 12 to 15 minutes tops. It's just infuriating. Like, I get it. Jericho made the company for you. He's got the golden ticket for as long as he wants. But please, I loved him when he was younger. But now he's got to learn that, you know, he's got to take a step back a bit. He'd be great working with somebody, but letting the other guy take most of the action here. He'd be great if he keeps his segments down. Jericho is wrestling a WWE style right now and wrestling like a WWE wrestler when this is AEW. And yes, I get it. There are many different styles, many different... I have actually compared WWE and AEW in many ways to the culture of America versus the culture of Canada. In a very broad sense. We're not getting into politics here tonight because I can't stand politics at this point. In America, everybody known as American. Everybody is specifically... You can have your backgrounds, but when everything comes together, you are specifically American. You follow certain American culture guidelines, and they're stuck. In Canada, there's a little bit more diversity, and there's a little bit more emphasis on showing your diversity in who you are, what you believe in, and how to express it. AEW allows you to show your different wrestling styles in the ring. WWE is very formulaic, and this is the same thing we were talking about with Julia signing in with them and potentially going to NXT here soon. While she does have her own style, she's going to have to learn to adapt to what essentially a WWE style is. It may not be perfectly matched up, but it is going to have to be based on that. Man, somebody in production is really having a hard time tonight. So for next week, it's only going to be 2 hours on Wednesday, and then it's going to be 3 hours on Saturday. So just want to keep up with everybody about what's going on for wrestling here. Once again, we won't be here next Wednesday. I really wish we would be, but I'm actually going to be at the show, so unfortunately we're not going to have any sidecast here. I might put a video up on our YouTube page late after, so if you haven't subscribed over to our wrestling page, please do. Also, while you're checking things out, we do have our gaming page as well. Both links are available in the chat right now for you. For those on YouTube, watching this on YouTube right now, it is actually in the channel banner that it is available. So the gaming channel, of course, if you're watching on the YouTube right now on the replay, please just hit the subscribe button. It's free. Just like hitting the follow button here if you're not followed yet on our Twitch channel here. Donzie just said, nope, we're going to fake that and we're going to go a different way here. I'd love to see Dante get the win here, but I think Jay White needs a victory here again, just to keep him established as that top guy. Like, they've worked really hard to get him back up into a better echelon here. Like, let's face it, we've all talked about it here. Jay White has basically been on a rebuilding mode since Full Gear. He's absolutely loving being there regardless. Like, let's not get that wrong here. Damn! Feel bad for you next week having to sit through a Jericho match. Oh, that's when I go to the bathroom. Merch table. Hell, maybe I'll go live somewhere and just say, hey, I'm here during a Jericho match. Nobody gives a rat's ass about this match, so yeah, I'll just stop online. Oh, nice little arm wringer there. Oh, and he got it. The double moonsault. The double rope moonsault, sorry. You knew White was going to win that regardless. They're trying to go to a fan shot and the fan's too busy. Wow! Botchamania, here we come! As Jay White drops all 3 titles. Oh yeah, he's got a lot of heart. You're gonna make him feel good. Let's bring him up here because he's a good guy. Oh, no. You got him up for a second. We got that Blade Runner coming. Ref's gone. Yep, there we go. He just hit the Death Rider? And Jay just sneaking out of here with a smile on his face. That's hilarious.
Guys, I'm here with Deonna Purrazo, and last week we saw you attacking Thunder Rosa after losing to her. I guess my only question is, why? Why? Why what? You know what? I have a question for you. When is enough enough? I'm not just a random girl.
It's time for enough is enough. It's a time for a change.
Years, I am a former 5-time world champion. I am the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazo, and after last week, I'm starting to feel like myself. It's about time the entire locker room starts to feel me too. If Thunder Rosa doesn't want to heed my
Words?
she wants to make this personal. We can make this personal. Do you know what happens when you make things personal with a Jersey girl? No. I hope you never find out.
All right, so Deonna just going off and saying, look, this is what I deserve to be a part of right now, and everybody got to see how I really act. Standard ass promo, just what you'd expect, right? But I haven't said it enough tonight, everybody. Thank you for stopping by here. We have had a lot of fun here so far. At least I have. I think you guys have too. It's been a very interesting night of wrestling here, to say the least. We still got technically 3 matches yet. We got Kyle O'Reilly and Rocky Romero. Sorry, had a brain fart for a second there. I'm already thinking ahead before I think to the past here. Yeah, we got Rocky Romero and Kyle O'Reilly coming up next, which O'Reilly's going to get a huge pop. We got Landon Lightning against Konosuke Takeshita, which, let's face it, that better be a 2-minute match based on the fact it's 8:30 already. And then our main event's going to be Skye Blue and Willow Nightengale for the TBS Championship at a Manitoba Mayhem match, which I'm assuming should include the Winnipeg Jets here because, well, let's face it, they were a massacre here the last week. Or for Jets fans, I'll just throw this one out here. Of course, I say that as the Oilers are just starting their game against the Kings here momentarily. Whew. But yeah, other than that, after we're done tonight, just so you guys know what's going on here, we will go to about a 5-minute break here. Last time it was just under 5 minutes, sorry. Yeah, we'll go for about a 5-minute break here. I'm going to download and upload the video, get it ready for YouTube, get it started rendering. Going to fire up 2K24 WWE style. And we will be here for week 18 of my GM here. Apparently, according to last week, JC Jane had her debut match. And then after her match, she came up to me and said, how about you and me work a little partnership together? And I'll say the same thing I said last week. Are you going to say no to JC Jane when she looks you in the eye and says she wants you? So, suffice it to say, I'm going to be in JC Jane's corner for a match tonight. So, we're also going to get Rhea Ripley in action against Danielle Carmella, I believe her name is. And then, yeah, we're just going to be setting up towards Survivor Series. So, So make sure you stick along. We'll be able to chat a lot more wrestling. How much caffeine did I have today to game talking for? Here's the thing, KJ. Like, these are, I'll admit, the sidecasting streams are the hardest ones to do. Personally, just because there's no game to sort of take the action away. But when you're doing something you enjoy, you can go at it for hours. Like tomorrow, the reason that we're starting early for Tears of the Kingdom is because we're getting to the water temple, and then who knows where we're going to end up by the time we're done. I want enough time to have a little bit of a break. And then that night, I'm going to be recording some podcasts here with Zodiac and the gang over at the Retro Hangover once again. So, but the thing is, if you're enjoying it, it doesn't matter how long you go. But to answer your question, this has 110 milligrams of caffeine or something like. Basically, it's less than energy drinks, but I've also had 2 cups of coffee this morning. And my normal drink of the day is iced tea, so.
All the tools necessary to make it to the top of this industry. The one thing that's always been missing is the proper guidance.
Big Bill looks a little bit more comfortable doing this promo now. It's almost like he's resorted to, okay, well, this is not going to be thrown at me now. I'm actually going to take control of it.
So, Chris, I proclaim to you one more time. Teach me learning tree.
Look at that red chest.
Listen, Big Bill, I heard what you said, but first of all, I want to thank Shibata. He's a great pro wrestler. He beat the crap out. Look at my chest how red it is, but I was able to retain the World Championship with the fans of my hometown cheering me on
Boo!
louder and louder every single week. And Big Bill
Wait till next week.
cheering me on and how you were rooting for me tonight made me think and made me realize that you're right. So, I would love to take you into the Jericho vortex and make you a part of the learning tree, if you'll have me.
Chris, you will not regret this decision. This is going to be one of the best decisions you've ever made. I will not let you down.
I know you won't let me down, Big Bill, just like the great fans never let me down. And now with the big redwood by my side, the learning tree will hold the world
The big redwood?
long time to come. Thanks, guys.
Wow. I can't wait to see. All right, so they're talking about stuff that's happened early. I don't know why we need a replay of all this stuff, but anyway. He's so over the top, happy and cheesy. This might work. It might. I know he's gonna get booed out of the building in Edmonton, even if I got to do it single-handedly.
Christian, you chose to tag with me at Wembley Stadium because you know what kind of man that I am. Seems like you've forgotten something too. I'm about to remind you and the rest
He'll make the bad heat good heat. Well, I don't know if please retire you can turn into a good heat. Jericho is currently reminding me of Eugene.
Uh-oh.
I'll go with that one. I still haven't got a chance to check out the AEW with RJ City and Kyle O'Reilly this week. I heard it was absolutely fantastic. I really wonder who we're gonna get. Well, I would have said Omega probably, but You gotta love it when the VP of talent for New Japan Pro Wrestling is on an AEW roster. Because Rocky Romero was promoted to the basically the equivalent to what John Laurinaitis and Jim Ross were in WWE. Depends on various times. They're basically taking care of the talent. That's Rocky Romero's job right now. On top of wrestling himself. Just because he's done such a good job at working with, CMLL now, AEW and New Japan, making sure everything's all coerced together. Oh, some off news that, maybe we should bring up here. It's very rare to see a New Japan superstar show up at a AAA arena. Because literally right now, the feud between AAA and New Japan makes the WWE versus AEW kiddie fight look like just a little slap fight like this. Well, Nick Nemeth just beat Alberto El Patron, certifiable prick, by the way, to win the champion or the major title at AAA, which is unheard of for a New Japan wrestler to win a title, let alone be in a match at AAA. So you notice they're not showing the Takeshita match anymore in the graphics? Got a feeling that might be a dark match here. Oh, this is just going to be a technical masterpiece here for the next couple minutes. Excalibur getting the Juji Takame here. Oh, I think he slipped when he was trying to do the reverse up. All right, commercial coming up, I bet. Oh, wait, nope, we got one more dive coming. Kyle, you're on the floor. Can't do that. Oh, that face is immaculate. O'Reilly's face when he gets in a match like that. That stern look on his face. As we hit another commercial break. But yeah, Kayla, if you're wondering, yes, we always... I try as much as possible. I think there's one night I missed so far since WWE 2K24 has come out. We always do a little bit extra wrestling after wrestling. So, gives us an opportunity to chat a little bit about wrestling here. And we're going to finish season 1 up of the My GM mode. And then... once that's completed, I'm hoping the DLC for Retromania Wrestling is out. Is the spiritual successor, and a good one for once, to the WrestleCade game. And their latest update, they're actually including Demolition in there, the old 80s tag team. One of my favorites growing up, so... hopefully we'll get a chance to play that in between. We'll play by ear to see how things get organized there, but I do want to get a little bit of a break between season 1 and season 2. Because if we can manage to hold that off, then we'll get back into it in a couple weeks or a month or so. And oh, hey, the Oilers got the lead halfway through the first. Let's go. Then we don't have to worry about hockey on Friday or Sunday. And yeah, the NBA's in town on Saturday. The WNBA, sorry, not the NBA. The NBA is firmly in playoffs. Nobody's ever going to want to play a neutral site playoff game unless you are in the in-season tournament. Rocky trying some other... Oh, nice move. Rocky's not fooling around. He knows what he's doing in that ring. And working with a guy like Kyle must be so much fun for him. Can you imagine the response Kyle's going to get next Saturday when they're basically in their hometown of Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada? The only thing I'm upset about them going to Vancouver is the fact that they're actually filming two live broadcasts on the Saturday there with them getting Rampage as well as Collision. Originally, it was scheduled for Dynamite and Collision here in Edmonton, but it looks like we're only going to get 2 hours worth. I don't know if they're taping ROH or not. I haven't heard anything, so... Quite often for ROH, they will tape it with Collision together. Which means the show in Vancouver is going to be a long one. As we come back from the break here.
Live from the Canada Life Center, Winnipeg, Manitoba, as Kyle O'Reilly, Rocky Romero.
The only reason I don't really mind the fact that we have
Absolutely, two men who have been very, very close friends, very good friends. Rocky said he wanted this match. He gets the match.
have anything going on Wednesday besides Dynamite is the fact I can get home at a decent time. Because I take the train from the south side of Edmonton to downtown. Takes about an hour. There you go. They're just announcing it.
Collision preempted this Saturday. We'll be back live, and it'll be a special airing on TBS as Rocky Romero.
Also moved to TBS because TNT's got basketball and hockey. Makes sense. We will be here next Saturday. We'll be here, like I said, we'll be here this Saturday with WWE 2K24. Won't be here next Wednesday. I will try to find some time to get on here. I got to remember to try to take some pictures and everything, so. Wow, yeah, they're definitely cut that match out. There is no way Takeshita's going to be up there tonight. Because they still got the women's match to go here, and it's already 1:45. Knox is literally going to him. Go, guys, go home. Typically, Rampage doesn't get an overrun, so... With Dynamite, they usually get a little bit of extra leeway, but usually Rampage, they're pretty tight on it. But yeah, I can see this match wrapping up really quick here. Thing is, they're both submission wrestlers. There it is. There it is. That'll finish it. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. But yeah, those women are going to have to go into overtime here quick.
What a match we're seeing. As O'Reilly now down to the mat. Rocker Romero's got it in deep. This could be it. No, O'Reilly.
There it is.
He's got it.
They do call this the fastest hour of wrestling, so...
As the old cliche goes, all it takes is 3 seconds. Kyle O'Reilly, your winner. And let's go back to Arcadiora once again.
Saraya, where have you been?
You've demanded to speak, so the floor is yours.
I mean, how could we not after that disastrous performance by Mariah? I want to say May, is it?
Oh, do you know what we should call that? What? Tiny Storm.
That's a great idea because you know what? Losers breed losers, and I beat Toni Storm. I did. I was the champ at the time too. You know, she is her.
Yeah, that was one of the most...
So she's quite
Ugh.
the old box.
Oh, and you know what, Tiny? Since you enjoy quitting so much, why don't you do it all over again Wednesday on Dynamite with, I don't know, me.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, like they say, what's cool?
So we're getting... Oh...
What's old?
Harley Cameron, Mariah May. I can't say that's not going to be the worst match in the world, but...
I'm Tony. Don't tell us to keep our tits out. We got that covered. Let's go.
Well, at least they're honest. Oy. All right, well... Harley Cameron, Mariah May. You know what? It's not going to be a horrible match, but... I haven't seen Harley work in a while, so I don't know if she's improved or not. But yeah, we got our main event here. Manitoba Massacre. It's going to be fun here. I'll say this. They're going to have fun for 10 minutes. Because that's all they're getting. I'd assume they might get 1 or 2 minutes. We'll see. Hell, if they go overtime, they go overtime, and they'll just fade to black, and you have to watch the rest on YouTube. Ugh. But yeah, Jericho, I got a feeling Jericho's the one that keeps going over time. And it's just... I'm sorry, I've done a rant about it already. There's so many great matches. Sports Center's on next. They'll probably get a run. It's Sports Center in Canada. What's it in the States? That's the thing, McG. You can have a run over all you want here in Canada. TSN don't give two flying Fs. Usually right after Dynamite, they throw a Dark Side of the Ring episode on, or professional bull riding, one or the other. So it's what's on in the States that matters. Which I'm finding very surprising that they allowed this to even happen tonight. But since they're on TBS, that makes more sense. Because you know TNT right now, they got the Kings and Oilers game on. It'll be like a top 10 site, but I'd almost have to look at the TBS TV guide for tonight. Let me look it up here quickly, guys. Sorry, this is going to drive me nuts. Yeah, lucky sons of guns. So what they got here is immediately following Dynamite and Rampage, they have NHL postgame on TBS. That might be the only way they get away with an overrun, is the fact that the NHL post show that they're going to have on there, it could be cut down a little bit because of the highlights of it, right? Because there's only, 2 games on tonight? There was Dallas and Vegas and the Oilers and Kings. And one of them's going right now. So you can cut back on the analysis on the one game because, let's face it, it's one game. So And then right after that, at 11:30 Eastern, they got Modern Family on, so we know they can't avoid that.
With the Undisputed Kingdom and Roderick, at the end of this month at Double or Nothing, your international title's on the line against Will Ospreay.
She's not Lexi. Can we, like...
Actually, it would be Renee.
You're not Renee either, short stuff. All right, can we get to more pressing issues? Next Strong has been trending worldwide for over a week now. And I find that this
I love this.
guy wearing a neck brace says he's too hurt to travel. Meanwhile, this man right here, a wrestling legend, would take his neck brace off, get in the ring, and win a match over and over and over again. This man is truly neck strong. You're welcome. I appreciate it. Oh, Billy boy. So you retired the Tiger Driver 91? It's dead? Well, then you better resurrect it because you're dealing with the Messiah. And the assassin is going to need every bullet
Okay.
in his chamber. And as we celebrate
I love Roderick. He is.
the anniversary of AEW,
He's done so much this character.
what has happened and where it stands. But where does AEW go from here? We decide that. At Double or Nothing,
So
Ospreay, you will fall.
I was wondering when he was going to get the name out like that.
Messiah of the backbreaker.
So when Will wins that, when Ospreay wins that international championship, I heard that he possibly might be taken to Uganda for that soft floor wrestling. What does she have? Is that a broom handle? Somebody, I'm telling you, hockey stick. Hockey stick, football, something.
Balls count anywhere, anything goes, no disqualification for the TBS Championship.
But seriously, like, why? We're in Manitoba. I know that the Jets didn't use their sticks for much the last 5 games. That pop for Will, absolutely, as deserved. You notice the gift from Statlander's the thing that saved her right off the bat? Well, they tried to go over. Oh, there we go. Skye didn't get herself all the way over, but I'm sure the crowd enjoyed it. I love this vicious side of Willow. They can pick things up like this. So much fun. And speaking of fun, as we're getting into our last match, I just want to thank everybody for stopping in here tonight. So much fun there. Wow, they went right at it. Ladies cut time. Let's go. This is what happens all the freaking time with these ladies. So they're almost used to it now, and it's one of the most frustrating things you can see as a wrestling fan, is the fact these ladies know exactly what the hell they're doing. They do it so well, and then they keep getting their time cut, because asshats like Jericho, yes, I use the term asshat, end up deciding they're going to take an extra 45 minutes. That was a bad angle for the camera.
Willow Nightengale with that chair. Skye, got the hands up, but the power of Willow swinging through. Willow's looking to prove it on the
There's a chair. There's another chair. No Mercedes. Maybe she can't get into Canada. Who knows? I don't know if we'll see her next week either. Maybe she heard Edmonton had snow this week, so therefore she didn't want to be around here. Which, by the way, all the snow that we had is already gone. Oh! That shot to the chest hurt. Ow! That sucked. So now they're getting a picture-in-picture spot. Great. Watch the pinfall happen out here. Skye Blue, new TBS champion on the floor. Sorry, just the earbud keeps popping up here, so. I actually got to admit, I've done a lot of improvements to this stream, and having these earbuds is probably one of the best things I could have done here. I keep the earbud in my ear for all the alerts that you guys do, like whenever you drop any bits or resubscribe or follow. That way I know things are going on, so. I try to be somewhat responsive to you guys. Once again, everybody, I kid around, but I say thank you very much for all your help and hanging around, enjoying this time with me here. I know 3 hours can be a bit of a grind, but it seems like a lot less. Oh, there we go, cover. It seems like a lot less for AEW. Because these 3 hours just fly by. I know we had about 2 pit stops on the way here because we were talking about the Jericho match. We beat that horse to death. It's sort of about as rough as Jericho's skin right now. And then we had a bit of a pit stop on that Omega spot when he was outside by the ambulance there getting dumped off. Seemed the crowd sort of died off for a minute there because of that. This didn't feel nearly as long as Raw. No hate on Raw. It goes a lot quicker now that Raw's gotten better. I'll admit that. Typically, if I'm not streaming like I was on Monday, I'll have Raw in the background. And on Monday, I got a couple videos done. And then I also, oh, Jesus. Body slam on the chair. That is not cool. Then I also got the New York Met City Connect program done with MLB The Show 24 on Monday. So glad we got those little programs at MLB The Show that we could bang out in a couple hours. Unfortunately, there's one coming up that I'm going to have to do that's probably going to take about, I would say probably 2 streams to do if we're going to do them. Between the Kendall Graveman and the Chapter 2 for the Team Affinity. We should be getting back into regular picture here in just a second, but one thing you could always say about AEW is their women's main event street fights. They seem to always hit a home run every time. Even if you want to go all the way back to TJ versus the Bunny and Penelope Cruz, all the way to now. Which I guess we're going overtime tonight. The pounce! Period. And Skye split open. That's something we don't see too often here. Oh, God. This could be rough. She could have got an eye taken out there. She threw that chair legs first. That had to hurt like a son of a gun. Oh, we got a new bag now. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, this is Lego. Nope, tax. Now, if, oh my God, Willow. Skye put him too close. There's only one way this is going to work. Straight down. Jesus. That's how you fix that problem. Oh no. Oh my God. And she got pinned into the tax. Willow got hit with a more than, yeah. Excalibur's got it right there. My God, that was insane. Oh my goodness. Tables are grabbed, chairs are grabbed. These women are going nuts. This crowd loves Willow, and I love this. Yeah, like this is great. Orange versus Trent is going to be insane. Uh-oh. She was looking for Cold Blue into the tax. That'll teach you for not putting the chair the right way. Oh. What are you doing, Willow? What knees? She missed. Quit reading some damn scripts and watch what the hell's going on. Oh. Excalibur not on his game tonight. Oh, Jesus. Here we go. I'm with Daddy Magic. Who the hell builds this stuff and just... I love this crowd. Oh, this is going to suck. Watch them both go through it. If she got a Death Valley driver on that, that would be literally death. Oh my God. Count. Willow can't move. You move, you're going to get pricked by that barbed wire. My God. Wow. Willow's like, yeah, someone lift me. Because she can't move. Like, you could see all that hold the, like, catch onto the gear and probably the skin too. At least we're not going to get CEO. Oh, God. Statlander gets spanked in the face with a hand. Oh, what a great night of action, everybody. Like, she broke at that. Yeah. Oh, this has been so much fun here tonight. We've had Kenny Omega basically died. We got the Jericho segment. We had Adam Copeland and Buddy Matthews have absolutely amazing time. All right, you have yourself a great night, McG. Always a pleasure seeing you here. Basically everything lined up tonight to be a just absolutely fantastic card. Mariah May, Serena Deeb setting up for that pay-per-view. Dynamite was okay. We complained about Jericho again because he went overtime and everybody got pushed back. We ended up having Takeshita bump from Rampage tonight. But the rest of the show was absolutely fantastic, I found. Take out Jericho. That crowd was into it the entire night. The entire night. We got Kyle O'Reilly, Rocky Romero. Our main event women's match was the Serena Deeb, Mariah May match. The EVPs have basically said they're taking over since they could jam the signal of Tony Khan, so he isn't able to communicate here, which is going to make next week very interesting here from Edmonton, because we're actually going to have what we got. We got Brody King and Adam Copeland coming up. We got Mariah May, Harley Cameron. We got Trent Barrett and Orange Cassidy. Those are all confirmed books. I haven't got tickets yet. I'll admit I haven't. I'm waiting until the last minute, see if I can get them for cheap. It's not like it's gonna sell out. I wish we were in that position here where it was gonna get sold out, but I haven't bought anything yet. So, and then that main event here, like tonight, Willow Nightengale, Skye Blue, Manitoba Massacre. The only thing that would have made that 6 stars is if they brought in a hockey stick. And once again, I will repeat myself. The Jets haven't used them. They're brand new. There's no reason they shouldn't have used them. So I digress at that point. We got hockey pucks during the Jericho match. We could have got hockey sticks in the main event, but